Hello, hey, howdy, hola, bonjour. That's about the only hellos I know how to say. Might be missing a few. Might have to go back to my middle school brain where they teach you like Spanish, French, all those fun languages. German. Did anyone else have to learn every single language in middle school? Or was that just me? I think we all had to do that together. I was really bad at Spanish, and my Spanish teacher used to make fun of me. I hate that it is getting dark outside at 4:30 p.m. I don't know if I have memory loss or if I'm just forgetting this happening every year. Like, I know it's daylight savings and whatever the fuck, but I don't recall feeling this way at 4:30 p.m. I feel like it was happening at like 6:30 p.m. at least. Like 4:30 p.m.? That is criminal. That we need to look into this. Like, I don't know who controls daylight savings, but we need to start having a word with them because I think we can all agree that it being dark outside at 4:30 p.m. is not cool. And I think they're asking for us all to be depressed. Speaking of depression, I didn't release an episode last week because obviously the world went to shit and I was having a terrible week and I was filled with a lot of emotions and I needed to deal with those. And yeah, so that's what I was doing, working on celibacy. I'm in my celibate era. Who else is with me? Cheers to that, I guess. Not really cheers, but I guess that's the way I have to live now. And yeah, I don't know. I don't like that it's dark outside. Confession, did I accidentally black out this weekend? Yes. Was it an actual accident? Completely. My friend and I have issues, and we do this thing where we like pregame a little bit before we go out to the bars. So we'll have like a drink or two, maybe a shot, whatever we're feeling. And then we like to walk to the bar by her house. It's like a 30-minute walk. So we like to walk and drink. So we always will be carrying a nice alcoholic beverage. Recently, we've been obsessed with espresso martinis. And so we walk to the bars so we can drink and like get an extra pregame going, you know? I think it's pretty genius if you ask me. So this past weekend, it was her friend's birthday party and we made espresso martinis, and then we're leaving the house and we're like, I feel like we didn't make enough. Like, we should probably make another one. So we fill up these cups with like more espresso martinis, and I feel like we each had like 5 espresso martinis in there, but they taste so good that you don't even feel like you're getting drunk. You feel like you're just drinking a delicious little coffee, you know? You forget there's alcohol in there. So we're chugging away, we're walking. Also, it's pouring rain outside. Are we psychotic for doing this? Absolutely. So we were wearing bags on our head because obviously we didn't want our hair to get wet because we just like, I curled my hair. So we are walking to the bar in the pouring rain with bags on our head, drinking espresso martinis, being those bitches. People were walking by us. They're like, you guys are so smart. I'm like, yeah. You know, we paused to make a few TikToks, all the things. And then my bag ripped in half somehow. I don't know how, but it ripped in half and I was bagless in the pouring rain. And I was like, okay, maybe it's not raining as hard as I think, whatever. So we're like practically sprinting to the bars and I'm like, please take the bag off your head. Like, I don't want to be the only wet rat out here. But obviously she kept the bag on her head and I was the only wet rat. And we walked into the bar and I swear to you, the bouncer was looking at me like, did you just get pulled out of a sewer? Like, why is your hair soaking wet? Why do you look the way you look? And I'm like, are you looking at my hair? And the bouncer's like, no. I'm like, you're totally looking at my hair right now. Stop making me insecure. So we ran to the bathroom, you know, pretend like we're in the FBI or something, like we're Secret Service. We just sprint right to the bathroom, make no eye contact with anyone, like, you know. Yeah, honestly, everything was soaking wet. Like my shirt, my jacket, my shoes, my pants, my hair, my face, everything. I was soaking wet. So then I just had to do like a little ponytail, slick back, wet rain look. I was giving Kim Kardashian like wet look, but like it just so obviously looked like I just walked to the bar in the pouring rain. So I was really vibing with that. Someone at the birthday party is like, are you guys gonna get a drink? And we both look at each other like, why am I so drunk right now? Like, why do I not even need a drink and we just got to the first part of the night? Like, I am sad. But then we're like, yeah, we definitely should go get another drink. So we get another drink. Then we go to a different bar. There was like bottle service happening there. We all took a shot of tequila, maybe had another drink. This is where it gets real blurry. And then we went to this bar called Tin Roof, and apparently this bar has a secret little dance party I had no idea about, but there's a place in there called like the Green Room or something, and it's like a whole nother bar in this bar. It's green, I think. They had a DJ, there was music, there was dancing. It's a blur, but I know that it was a fun time. And according to my bank account, I only spent $9, which I'm like, did I buy like just myself a tequila shot? Like, what did I spend that little $9 on? Not sure, but I hope that I was happy in that moment. And yeah, I didn't give my number out to anyone, so really proud of myself there. But my friend woke up and had like 4 different text messages from people like, hey, what's up? Like, hey, it was so nice meeting you. And I'm like, who are those people? I don't know. And I'm like, I don't even remember you giving your number out. But then obviously, as you guys know, we ended up at the diner. That is also a blur. And I got onion rings, and then I went home. That was that. I feel like I used to have such a high tolerance to alcohol. Like, I feel like I could take like 15 tequila shots and I would remember everything. Like, nothing could take me down. But nowadays, I have like 4 espresso martinis and a tequila shot, and I'm like, I don't remember anything, okay? I don't know what's going on, but I know that I had a good time. Hopefully I was happy. As long as no one's trying to fight me and no creepy men are texting me the next day wanting to take me to fucking Mars, then we're good. We're happy. We're content. I feel like my mom always gets really concerned whenever I call her because she never knows what to expect when I call her. And I call my mom probably at minimum 3 times a day just because I like to update her on my life. I like to keep her on the loop. I tell her basically everything, even more details than I give you. Like, my mom has all the tea. She knows all the inside scoop about my life. And so she never knows what to expect. Like, sometimes I'm injured. Sometimes I'm hurt. Sometimes I'm like, I just started a fire. Other times I'm like, I just met the hottest man alive. Other times I'm like, how do I start an oven? You know, she just never knows what to expect. I was actually thinking the other day, which I'm so sorry if you guys are offended by this, but know that I didn't do it. But you know how people will send you like a link and it looks like it's a link to something really, really important, and then you click on it and it's like an inappropriate picture? So I kept receiving this stupid link to this inappropriate picture all week long, and I sent it to my sister, obviously, and she's like, did you click on that link? I'm like, yeah, did you? And she's like, yeah, like, did you mean to send this to me? Like, yeah, you just got pranked, you bitch ass. And then I was like, should I send it to my mom? And then something came over me, and I was like, why would I ever send that to my mother? Like, that's not okay. So I didn't send it to my mother, but I'm gonna be honest, I thought about it for like 5 seconds, and then I was like, oh my God, like, I don't know if anyone else in the world would think to send this to their mom except for me. And that's something I should work on. But know that I did not send my mom that picture because I didn't want to traumatize her. And she doesn't need to be seeing that, you know? That's inappropriate. Other important things happening in my life. My best friend is coming to visit me in approximately 2 weeks. I am so excited. Could not be more excited to see her. And she texted me today and had a request that we go crazy because she's in need of a crazy, wild night. And I just have to say, I love the fact that when my friends need a crazy, wild, stupid night, they come running to me. I am mother. I am crazy mother vibes. I love that they can just come to me and they know that I will be down to do whatever it is that they need me to do. If they need me to chug 2 bottles of wine with them and cry about something, I can do that. If they need us to go dancing until 5 in the morning, I can do that. Like, whatever they need, I can do for them. And so I obviously already made an entire agenda for us. I love to plan. I love to do activities. And yeah, so I made us an entire agenda for the weekend that she's here. Obviously, I am a planner, but I'm also really good with the flow. So as much as I have this plan and I would, we can stick to it if we want to, but I'm also down to change the plan. So I just like having a plan just of something to go off of. But if we want to do something else, then I don't give a fuck. And we can go do whatever the fuck we want to do in the moment because the world's our oyster, okay? I'm really excited for her to come. I really want us to go ice skating. So when you're listening to this, can we please go ice skating? I don't know if you're into ice skating. We've never gone ice skating together. But if you want to go ice skating, like, I really would like to do that. If not, I'm going to find a stranger outside and beg them to go ice skating with me. So it's either you or the stranger. You pick your poison. But speaking of this, I wanted to talk about long distance friendships, friendships in your 20s, all things friendships, because women and girl friendships are the greatest and one of the best parts of my life. And I'm obsessed with my friends. I love them all dearly. And yeah, I feel like friendships in your 20s get a little bit weird because some of your friends are moving across the country in Europe. Some of your friends are moving just like millions of states away from you. Some of your friends are getting married right now. People are getting proposed. Children are being birthed. People are having babies. What are other people doing? Other people are getting cheated on by their boyfriend that they've been with for 10 years. Other people are in situationships. Other people are getting ghosted left and right. Me. All the things are happening and we're all in different stages of life. And it's so interesting, but so fun. I'm kind of loving that everyone is in like a whirlwind. Like, you can go on Facebook and see that your best friend from freshman year just got proposed to. Like, congratulations. I'm over here taking 7 tequila shots every day of my life, especially in the state of the world right now. I will be drinking every single day. So just know I didn't choose this life. The world chose this lifestyle for me now. So that's all I have to say about that. So yeah, let's talk about long distance friendships, friendships in your 20s, all the things that surround that. So as you guys know, or if maybe you don't know, maybe you're new here, I lived in Nebraska for 22 years of my life. So all of my friendships basically in my life until now were friendships that I made in Nebraska, except for the random people that I met in random states. Besides the point, most of my friendships were from people in Nebraska. And my best friend who's coming to visit me, we have been in a long distance relationship. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's so funny to me to call it that right now. But we've been in a long distance relationship ever since freshman year of college. So I went to college in Nebraska. She went to college in a different state. The state was Hawaii. So it wasn't like a state where I could just, hop on over and drive there. It was a distance to travel to hang out with her. And yeah, so we've been doing that since freshman year of college. So that was like 5 years ago. And I think a lot of people think like, oh, but my best friend just moved across the country. Like, we're never going to be friends again, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like my long distance friendships are some of my strongest friendships and some of my best friendships. And I feel like the distance honestly made us even closer. And so, oh my God, wait, I'm looking out my window right now, guys, and the moon is just staring at me. Also, it's 11:11, so everyone make a wish. But the moon looks gorgina right now. Anywho, so my best friend moved to Hawaii, and our friendship just, I feel like, blossomed from there. Like, I love a friend where you know that you can call them and they will answer and talk to you and listen to you about anything. I mean, that's what a true friend should be doing. That's the kind of friend she is. Like, we text each other probably at least every single day. Sometimes we call. We're just really keeping each other up to date on what life is going on. And it's really fun. It's fun to see her live in different states and see what she's doing with her life and watch it from afar. And it honestly makes the time when we are in person together so much better, because then we're like, well, now we have to get crazy because we don't get to hang out every weekend. So it is really fun for her to come visit me to go visit her, see her new state, and we get to hang out in all these random ass states, honestly. So very fun. I have another one of my best friends who lives in a different state too, and we were long distance for a while. Then she moved back to Nebraska and I got to hang out with her for like a year, and then she moved again. And that's one of my best friendships ever. Like, she is also my best friend, and it's so fun. And I feel like you get to grow as people independently and in different surroundings and different settings, and also get to stay best friends, and you get to see your friends just blossom into this new person. And then when you hang out, you're like, okay, what the fuck is up, and who the fuck are you, and why are you into dirty martinis all of a sudden? Like, who changed you, and why do you use that lingo now? Like, who's the bitch that taught you how to use these words? Like, so many fun things. And then you evolve together, and it's amazing. Yeah. And then a bunch of my best friends still live in Nebraska. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like some of my friendships in Nebraska too, like, obviously we were so fucking close when I was in Nebraska, but I feel like we're still just as close, if not closer, because it's like, okay, who are you talking to? And we're just always keeping each other up because we don't get to hang out every single weekend, and we don't get to see each other and live all these drunk memories together. We just get to hear about them, and I think that's kind of cool and kind of fun, and I love it. With that being said, though, long distance friendships are only going to work if both of you are making it work. And I've definitely had friendships that I'm probably not as close as the person since we moved away and whatnot, and some people that I probably will never see again. Just kidding. But, you know, like, we're obviously not as close. We obviously don't talk every day. We just will comment on each other's social media posts and whatnot. And that's okay. I feel like these strong friendships that I have that are long distance are only working because I'm reaching out and putting an effort to keep our friendship, and they are also reaching out and putting an effort to keep our friendship. If one of us stopped doing that, the friendship definitely wouldn't be the way it is, and it wouldn't work. And so you definitely both have to be putting in the effort and want the friendship, or the friendship's not going to work. The friendship is going to break. And friendship breakups are way harder than boyfriend breakups, in my opinion. But I've also never really been in like a super serious relationship, so I only have my experience to talk about that one. But I think something that I did in my past relationships, like a really long time ago, because guys, I haven't had a boyfriend in so long, thank God, but something that I did in my past relationships when I was dating men is I feel like I would block out some of my friends, and I would give my boyfriend like my undivided attention, and I would like stay in with him or do whatever he kind of wanted to do. And I feel like at times in the past I would give my boyfriend more attention than I was giving my friends, which I understand when you're like married and doing that kind of stuff. You're obviously, I feel like that's just kind of how it works. But as I've gotten older and as I've like experienced relationships where I gave my boyfriend the undivided attention and kind of didn't give my friendships that much, I didn't ever like the way that made me feel. So as I've like gotten older and gone through more relationships and had more experiences with all of that, I've realized how much my friendships mean to me and how my friendships with my girlfriends are so important to me. And a man will never get in the way of that, ever. Point blank, period. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in such a weird mood right now because it's dark at 4:30 p.m. I'm blaming all of my weirdness on it being dark out at 4:30 p.m. Like, I just clocked out of work right before I started recording this because as I've said in the past, like, working from home, there's no one to talk to all day. So I just like stare at things and like talk to myself. And so it's really nice getting to talk to you guys right now. One thing that my friend does in our long distance relationship, but I've actually never done this with her, but I know that she does this with some of her other long distance friends. I forget what the app is called, but basically you guys can watch a movie together, and then there's a chat, and you guys can chat about the movie. So you start the movie at the exact same time, you're watching it together, and then you guys can like text and chat on whatever website about the movie, and have like reactions and stuff. I'll ask her what it's called because I actually have no idea, but there's that's a good way to keep friendships going. Fun fact about me, I'm not the biggest movie person. I don't know if I have ADHD. I've never been diagnosed, but I sometimes can't sit through a full movie. Like, I have to be really, really, really into it. I like a TV show, a 30-minute TV show, I can get through that, but like a 3-hour movie, I will fall asleep. Like, what? I can't do it. I also can't really do scary movies because I think they're funny. I don't know. Something about the movie not being real. Like, if it's a real documentary, like this actually happened, like this murder was real, scares the shit out of me. Can't watch it. Can't make it through. Won't be able to sleep for nights. But if it's like a fake horror movie and they completely made it up and there's like a clown in a sewer staring at people, like, that doesn't scare me. It actually makes me laugh because I'm like, what? Like, this is not scary because it's not real. It's not real. So that was a random fun fact about me. But does anyone relate to that? Like, does anyone else watch a horror movie and you're just like, what are we watching? Like, why are we purposely trying to get spooked right now? I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather laugh than cry. So laugh now, cry later. Isn't that the phrase that Drake says or something? Do we like Drake? I don't know. I feel like a lot of people hate Drake. Some people like him. I like his music. So for now, he's on my good side. But yeah, so you can do that movie thing where you can watch movies with your friends. My friends and I like to get ready together. So we'll FaceTime because we're all basically in the same time zone still. And we'll FaceTime and we'll each make a cocktail and we'll drink and get ready together on FaceTime. And that's so fun to me because one of my favorite things about living in a state with all my friends was getting ready together. Like, that is just so girl coded. It's so fun. I love making a drink with my friends and just sitting down and getting ready for the night together. Like, I miss one of my friends so much because we used to get ready every single weekend together and go out, and it was so fun, and I miss it. So now we do it virtually and we FaceTime and get ready, and it's amazing to do that. Like, we're still together. That's why I love electronics because they're really great. Okay, I'm not crying, I'm laughing, I swear, but it's so fun. So we do that. And then my other favorite thing to keep in contact with my friends is when I'm hungover on Sundays. I love listening to a podcast, but another thing that I love doing is calling my friends every Sunday when I'm hungover and I am having a pounding headache and I'm looking at the stars, questioning my life and questioning my existence and my actions. I call my friends, and my friends and I will talk for hours, and we'll obviously recap our nights. They tell me the questionable actions they did. I tell them the questionable things I did, and we just chat it up. And it's so fun because they're probably hungover too, so we can just be hungover together, but in the state of our own home. That's one of my favorite things. And the other day I was actually getting sad because I was like, fuck, one of you is going to get married one day. Who am I going to call? But I guess I could be the one getting married. And who are they going to call? Just kidding. I would always answer them. And I would always get hungover if they wanted me to be hungover with them. Or I'd pretend. I don't know. I can definitely pretend to be hungover. Or sometimes when I'm hungover, I'll go to a friend's house and we will watch movies together and just rot together. It's I think it's called your couch friend. You guys don't even have to be talking. You can just be in each other's presence and just be sitting together. And those friends are important too. All friends are important, okay? Guys, some of my friends are getting boyfriends for the first time. Some of my friends are having babies. Some of my friends are doing cartwheels across America. I don't know. People are doing whatever they want, and I'm here for it because we should be doing whatever we want. I just think as life changes and as life grows and we grow as people and we do all these crazy, silly, amazing things with our lives, it's important to keep your female friendships close by and keep them up to date on your life. And I've also been I love a card. I love when I receive a card. Like, it makes my life so much better. I think I've kept every card someone has sent me since I was like 16. I started doing that. I wish I had done it before, but cards mean so much to me. I will cry if you send me a card. And I received a lot of cards from my family for my birthday, and if I'm ever having a bad day, I'll just go read them because they're really sweet and special. And I mean, a text birthday thing is amazing, but like a handwritten letter is even more meaningful. So I've been doing that lately. I've been sending my friends little cards, and one of my friends' card that I stole her got stolen. What do I do about that? Does anyone know? Like, do I show up to UPS and ask if I can dig through all the cards? Do I go to every single state in America and ramble through the cards? Like, I don't know how to fix that. But I'm hoping it'll appear one day. I feel like cards don't go missing that often. Something sus is happening. There is a car alarm going off outside right now, and I hate it. There's like a lot of things that I hate, or that like make me super annoyed. Let's go over those. Car alarms. I hate them. I hate them so much. They need to shut the fuck up. They're so fucking annoying. Like, like, turn it off. Someone turn it off. I have never understood why. I mean, I understand why the car alarm is going off, because someone probably like is trying to break in and steal your stuff. But why does it go off until you turn it off? Like, why does the car alarm literally go off until you turn it off? Feel like that's a little bit ridiculous. Like, maybe have it go off for like 5 minutes, and then clearly the person isn't coming, so let them be robbed. Like, I don't know, but can it just shut up, and the person will get back to their car later and see that something happened to it. And, you know, clearly if they're not turning it off, they're not here. So if the car alarm could just shut the fuck up, that'd be really nice of it. Another thing I hate is yawning. I said this in my work introduction, actually, and it still makes me question why I would say that. We were going over like biggest pet peeves, and I don't know why yawning is like my biggest pet peeve, but it just is. It's not like a normal yawn. It's like an excessive yawn. I can't even do it because it annoys me so much. But when someone's like, and they're like stretching their arms, and it's like, was that necessary? Like, did you need to yawn that loudly, like, and stretch? Like, I feel like the noise is not necessary. At least when I yawn, like, I don't make that noise. So I just get annoyed when other people, it's like an excessive yawn. Like, you can tell, like, they didn't need to yell at the top of their lungs when they yawned in that moment. They could have kept it on the lowdown. I have been told, like, that I have a lot of pet peeves, and I feel like no one else has the same pet peeves as me, so maybe I'm just that unique and cool and different. I still haven't gotten a Christmas tree, but I did put up some of those like window stickers, if you know what I'm talking about. I put them up thinking they would look really adorable, but the more that I stare at them, the uglier they get, and so I might take them down. I don't know, it's kind of giving like 5-year-old vibes, but also kind of cute. I don't know. I can't really tell. The Santa also looks really ugly, but maybe once snow starts falling and Christmas starts coming in, they'll look better. But I think I need to order a Christmas tree because, I mean, like, if I'm thinking hypothetically, I don't think I want to carry a 7-foot Christmas tree all the way home. It's like a 15-minute walk. That sounds like something I don't want to do. So I'll probably have to order one, or I'll just get a mini tree because I don't know where the tree would go once Christmas is over. Like, where would I put that? I don't really have storage. That's kind of all I have to say at this moment. I'm extremely hungry. I know that I should work out, but I don't want to because I'm so hungry. Anyways, I hope everyone had such a good week, as best of a week that you could have. I love you all so much, and take a tequila shot for me. Bye.